to this Hatha yoga practice for Anja Chakra, your third eye chakra. So the third eye chakra is literally thought of as your third eye. So your ability to see the truth, your sixth sense, your inner wisdom. So come into your comfortable seated position. Rest your hands on your thighs for a moment and just close the eyes. Bring your awareness into the body. So make any little adjustments that you need to. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Lengthen the spine, crown of the head going up towards the ceiling. Bring your awareness to the natural flow of the breath. And bring your awareness to your third eye, that space between your eyebrows. Start to slow and deepen the breath. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes for a moment. Take your right hand, put all your fingers, your three middle fingers, into the center of the hand, just leaving your small finger and your thumb. Place your thumb on your right nostril. Close the eyes again if you're comfortable with that. And we're going to inhale and exhale 3 times through the left nostril. So when you're ready, nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. See if you can draw the breath up through that third eye between the eyebrows. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Once more, breathing in. Breathing out. Release the right nostril. Place the little finger now on the left nostril. And we'll do the same in and out through the nice right nostril. So nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release the hand and just breathe in and out. Nice deep breaths again through both nostrils. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Once more, breathing in. Breathing out. When you're ready, open your eyes. So did you notice which nostril is more dominant for you today? So which nostril was it easier to breathe in and out from? So we change throughout the day. We'll have one nostril more dominant than the other. So we're not breathing in and out equally through both nostrils. And by practicing this breath, we can learn to balance that out a bit, balancing the right and left hemisphere of the brain. So when you're ready, coming into your child's pose. So knees together. Relax the forehead down towards the floor. Let the buttocks sink down toward your heels. So if you want to, you can put a cushion in underneath the buttocks or underneath the feet. Relax the hands down by the sides. And adjust that neck position so that you can place your forehead, your third eye on the floor, on the earth beneath. If you want to, you can place a block underneath, just leaving space for your nose. So placing a block here on the forehead so that you can rest it down if it doesn't touch the floor. Close the eyes and bring the awareness once again to the space between the eyebrows and your third eye chakra. So relaxing the shoulders, let the shoulders round, relax the arms, the fingers. Take 2 more nice deep breaths here. And then take your hands in front of you. Fingertip them out. So your hands are either side of the top of your head, about shoulder distance apart. Inhale, lengthen up. Lift the head up, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, release back down. Inhale, lengthen up. So we're not coming all the way up, we're just coming till we get that nice angle on the back, hips hinging from the hips. Exhale, folding forward. So keeping the spine nice and long. Inhale, coming up. Reaching forward, keeping the buttocks down by the heels. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, coming up. Looking forward. Exhale, back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back down. Twice more. Working with the breath. Last one, nice and slow. Take your hands closer towards your knees. Inhale, push yourself all the way up to sitting in Vajrasana. Sitting up nice and tall. So again, you can prop yourself if you need to. You can even put a bolster in underneath you and sit on a bolster, straddle a bolster if you want to. Just relax the shoulders here. Rest the hands on the thighs. Take a few nice deep breaths. Gazing forward. And then turn your palms up, place them together and rub. Create some heat between your hands. Keep rubbing. When you have that heat, place your hands over your eyes. Just sending that warmth across the eyes, the eyebrows. And we'll do it again. So release the hands, palms together, rub. One more time, release the hands, rub. Place the hands over the eyes. And then release the hands down. Coming back into a child's pose, make sure you're towards the back of the mat. Stretch your arms forward, look forward. Bend at your elbows and bring yourself all the way forward to lying on the mat. Take the feet to the outside, so heels in, toes out. Take one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead for your crocodile pose. Take a few breaths there. So just notice which arm you have on top, because we'll swap it in a minute. Okay, then take your hands either side of your chest. So your thumb is about center of the chest, spread the fingers, elbows are tight to the body, and bring the legs together. Now if you have anything going on with your lower back, you can take them a little bit apart. Make sure the tops of the feet are flat on the floor. Engage your glutes, inhale, elbows in, push the mat away as you lift the chest up. And exhale back down. So nice and gently, we're just warming up the body, so you don't have to go to your full elevation. We're not lifting all the way up. Inhale, lift up, exhale, back down. Inhale, lift up, exhale, back down. Take the arms across the top of the mat, so this time have the opposite arm on top. Take the feet out, rest the forehead, toes out, heels in, deepen the breath there. And then taking the hands back down by your sides, thumb again, center of the chest, elbows in really tight to the body as if your arms are glued to the sides of the body. Feet together or slightly apart. Inhale, push the mat away, lift up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Once again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. And then let's stretch the arms out this time. Relax the head down, forehead places on the mat, third eye on the mat, feet together if that's comfortable for you. And arms as close together as you can. So you're in one long line. Okay, so coming back again, one more time, thumbs either side of the chest, about center of the chest, elbows in tight, draw the shoulders down the back, feet together or slightly apart, tops of the feet flat. Inhale, lift up, exhale, back down. Inhale, lift up, exhale, back down. One more, inhale, lift up, Exhale. From here, tuck your toes, bring your hands a little bit further up, not too much. Elbows stay in. Push up and all the way back into your child's pose. But this one, take a wide-legged child's pose. So take the knees out to the edges of the mat, big toes touching or slightly apart if touching is a little easy for you. So take it to the point that feels like a stretch. So further away is a deeper stretch. Relax the forehead down. Relax the hands for a moment. So wherever they want to be. Forehead resting on the floor. If you have your block handy and you find it difficult to rest the forehead on the floor, no problem, just put the block underneath the forehead there. If you don't have a block, you can always use a cushion. Okay, so then tuck your toes, bring your knees back in line with the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide, so we're in a tabletop, but we have the arms aren't underneath the hands aren't underneath the shoulders, they're about a hand distance further away. We're getting ready for a down dog, so we're tucking the toes, inhale. Exhale as you push up and back into your down dog. Have a little walk. And one knee, straighten the other, move from side to side. So just feeling into it, just enjoying the stretch in your first down dog today. Feet hip distance apart, then you can wiggle the hips from side to side, just lifting the heels. And then settling yourself in, draw the navel in against the spine. Tailbone up towards the ceiling. Straighten or bend the legs. So whatever feels good for you. But you may find if you bend the knees, you can get that length in the spine. So you're pushing back with the hands, drawing the chest down towards the legs. And then bring your ears in line with your upper arms. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Deepen the breath there. And then lift the heels up, bend the knees even more, and bring the abdomen onto the thighs. If you can, take 2 breaths there. And then straighten the legs, with a slight bend if you prefer. And then come down onto your hands and knees, and take your child's pose once more. Take the hands down by the feet if you want to. Resting the forehead on the floor. And then take your hands back out. Stretch the fingers. And making your way back into your down dog. So tuck your toes. Lift up. Down dog. Settle yourself into it once more. Check your alignment. Feet in line with the hips. Navel in, tailbone up. Deepen the breath. And
then just for 2 breaths, lift the heels, bend the knees, abdomen onto the thighs. 2 nice deep breaths. Lower the heels, lower the knees, child's pose. You want to just for a few breaths. You can take the hands down by the feet, wiggle the fingers. And once again, stretch the arms out. Tuck the toes. Lift up. Push the mat away, down dog. Adjust the alignment. Settle yourself in. Navel in, tailbone up. Lengthen the neck. And one more time, inhale, lift the hips, the heels, thighs on, abdomen onto the thighs. 2 breaths. Lower the feet, and this time you're going to walk your hands towards your feet. So as you walk your hands slowly towards your feet, get that stretch in the legs. So as straight or as bent as you need to with the legs, so you feel that stretch in the hamstrings. You can just rock. So you're coming up onto the heels and then onto the toes. If you need to use blocks here to reach the floor, you can, but you can also bend your knees. So just rocking from side to side, and we're looking at the space between the hands. We're on the fingertips or blocks. And then steady the feet, so ground the feet down, plant the feet down. Draw your navel in against the spine. Bend the elbows slightly, relax the head down. Take it wherever is suitable for you today. Take hold of the elbows. Gazing at the space between the legs. Two more breaths here. And then walking the hands, coming back into your down dog. A little walk if you need to, loosen off those legs a little. And then coming down onto your hands and knees, taking your child's pose once more, hands down by your sides. Just rock a little from side to side, settling the body down. And then support yourself with your hands or fingertips on the mat. Cross the legs and sit all the way up and back and stretch the legs out in front. So come to sitting with the legs out in front. Relax the shoulders, open the chest, gaze forward, so a soft gaze forward. Just take a few breaths there. And just wiggle the legs are bending and straightening the legs, flexing the toes up towards the ceiling. Fingertip the mat. Take a slight bend in the knees, or a big bend, whichever you prefer. Use your fingers to push the mat away, lengthen your spine, so you're on your sitting bones now.
And then walk your hands forward, but keep gazing down. So you're sending your third eye forward. So gazing down the nose. You can straighten the legs a little if you want to. And bring a little movement into it. So just settling yourself into this forward fold. And then relax the head. Deepen the breath. And then walking the hands back. Make any little adjustments that you need to, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. And then bend your left, let's turn myself this way. So you're going to bend your left knee up and you're going to bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of your right thigh. So if this is too much for you, you can take it a little further away. So see what works for you. Inhale, raise the arms up. So lengthen the spine. Look between the hands. Exhale, fold forward. So hinging from the hips. Keep looking between the hands. Keep looking between the hands. And then release the hands down to the floor, to the leg, wherever works for you. Take one more lengthen, so wherever your hands are, just use them to lengthen your spine forward. And then release the head down. Nice, slow, deep breaths here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Two more nice deep breaths. And then slowly, fingertip the floor. Push yourself up, walk your hands back. Okay, so this time we're going to take the left foot. So we're going to take the right palm over the sole of the left foot. I'm just going to grab that left foot and then take our left hand on the left knee. And we'll just rock backwards and forwards. Just opening up that left hip, lubricating that left hip. Before we take that left leg all the way over. So for you it might be that the leg is just going to stay here, and that's fine. You can just take the heel in there, so keep the foot flexed. Or you can use your right hand to guide it and bring the left heel up towards the right hip. If you want to just chuck it, as it were, just take a block or a cushion, pop it underneath there. Inhale, lengthen up. So for you, you might not want to go too far at all. See how you feel. Exhale, fold forward. Again, looking down your nose to create that length in the spine. Deepen the breath. So you'll feel quite a big stretch now, probably in the right hamstring. And then make your way back up. From here, you can stay where you are. You don't need to go any further. If that was a real challenge for you just to get the leg over, then you can stay there. And you can repeat that one again, just coming forward over that right leg. If you want to take it further, you just lean onto your right side, right over, and bend that right knee, and bring it underneath your left hip and sit yourself back. So you're in full shoelace pose. Inhale, lengthen, so you've got hold of your feet, lengthen. So you might not want to go any further, or release the feet. If you're going further, walk the hands forward as you exhale. So again, if that is a little challenging for you today, just keep the right leg straight and lean forward over the right leg once again. Coming back up. Lengthen your spine. Just take your arms and just hug yourself. So notice which arm you have on top. And we'll swap. So other arm on top, swapping. Just giving yourself a pat on the back. Okay, and just give the shoulders a little bit of a wiggle. So bring the arms out in front. Bring the hands then together, and we're going to cross the left arm over the right. So we have the left leg over the right in a minute. So we're doing the left arm over the right. And then we're going to wrap. So for you, you can just take the backs of the hands together, if that's enough, just tucking the elbows into one another. Or you can wrap and see if you can take hold of the wrist or palms together. And then feel that space opening up between the shoulder blades. Deepen the breath, gazing at the forefinger of the left hand. So that might be enough for you there. Again, you can have the backs of the hands together instead. Or if you want to go a little further, just leaning forward, just tucking those elbows over the left knee. Deepen the breath. And we'll come back up. Release the hands. So leaning onto your right side, support your left leg with your left hand. Lean over. Extend that right leg out. And then with the left foot, just place it flat on the mat. So you've got a fixed distance between your left foot and your right leg. You're going to take your right hand onto your left knee. You're going to inhale, you're going to create that length first. So you're going to lengthen up through that left arm. And then exhale, twist, take it behind, fingertips on the floor behind you. Wrap your right arm around and look over that left shoulder. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can take that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Fingers up towards the ceiling and twisting from the right waist. So keep pressing the outside of that right elbow to the inside of the left knee, but at the same time that left leg is engaged, so I'm not pushing my left knee in. My right foot is flexed. 2 more breaths here. And then coming back to center. Straighten out through that left leg. And just take a nice relaxed forward fold here. So bending in the knees. I'm just sliding my hands underneath my legs. And I'm just going to relax my head forward. And slowly coming back up. So we'll repeat those on the other side if we can remember them all. So you're going to take your sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Again, you can adjust the foot if you need to, take it further away if you need to. But you're turning to face that left leg. You can prop underneath that right knee if you want. Inhale, lengthen up. So really lengthening up through the ribs, through the abdomen. Exhale, falling forward, walking the hands down. Going towards that left leg. Nice, slow, deep breath. Inhale, lengthen a little more, so use your fingers, lengthen, exhale, release down a little more. With each exhale, the body is relaxing, releasing. 2 more breaths here. And then slowly walking your hands back up using those fingers. Take the sole of your right foot in your left hand, right hand on your right knee, and just rock backwards and forwards that leg, just lubricating up that right hip. And then taking that right leg over the left. So again, you could leave it there. You can just flex the foot, dig that foot in. Or supporting it with your left hand, draw the heel up towards your left hip. You can chuck it with a block or a cushion if you need to. Inhale, lengthen up. So that might be enough for you. You might want to stay there. Or exhale, walk your hands forward. So going to the point where you'll feel a nice stretch in the back of that left leg, but no sharpness, no pain, don't go too far. So only go to the point that feels like you're getting in there, stretching out that hamstring without causing any pain or discomfort. Remembering to honor your body as it is today. And then make your way back up. From here, you're going to lean onto your left side. So once again, you can stay here. You don't have to go any further. You can do the forward fold once again over that left leg. Or leaning on the left side. Roll the hips over to the left. And then slide that left heel underneath the right hip, sitting back down. Take hold of the feet and just wiggle yourself into it. Lengthen yourself up. Now you might want to stay there and sit with that. That might be enough for you today. And even if you went further on the other side, if it's really not feeling like it wants to do it on this side, don't pause. If you want to go a little further, just walking your hands forward. Just seeing what's going to work for you on this side. Relax the head.
And walk your hands back. So warm up your arms again just by giving yourself that pat on the back. Notice which arm you have on top. And stop. Relax the hands so the arms are shake, shoulders are shake. Bring the arms out in front. Spread the fingers. Okay, so this time we're taking the right over the top first. So right arm over the left, wrap. You can stay like that, bring the backs of the hands together, or wrap, take hold of the wrist, or palms together. Lift them up, feel that space between the shoulder blades. So you're almost arching your back a little to get that space between the shoulder blades. Gazing at your right forefinger. I always have to look, because when you're twisted up, you're not sure which side is which. Your right forefinger. Again, that might be enough for you, or you might just want to lean forward a little and bring that left elbow over the left right knee. And then slowly coming back up. Release your hands. Fingers over by your arms. Lean back on your hands. Stretch those legs out. And we're bending up the right knee with that fist distance between the right foot and the left leg. Left hand on the right knee, right hand lengthen up, and then take it behind. Fingers on the mat behind you, thumb near the tailbone. Press up and lengthen, and then twist. So see how you feel here first with the elbow wrapped around the knee, or the arm wrapped around the knee. Be mindful not to push that knee in, so you've got to engage that right leg. Pressing the foot into the floor. Your left toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then twisting from the waist. If you want to take it further, you're taking that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Fingers up towards the ceiling. Deepen the breath, looking over the right shoulder. Just 2 more breaths here. And then coming back to center. Straighten out that right leg. And again, once again, just relax forward. It's a nice relax forward fold. Take a couple of breaths there. And then sitting up, lean over onto one side, bring your legs behind you. And then come up for your down dog once more. Have a little walk. And then a little stretch. So just wherever your body feels like it wants to go in this down dog. Okay, take a slight 30-degree angle on your left foot. So toes turning out, step your right foot forward. So adjust your feet if you need to. Gauge your core, and we're going to lift up for our warrior one. Stretch the arms up, look
So adjust your hips, make sure your hips are pointing straight forward. Your right knee is over your right ankle, gazing forward, deep in the breath. Engage your core. As you exhale, release the hands all the way down. So you're reaching forward. As you release the hands all the way down to the mat, step your right foot back, come into your down dog. Take a few breaths. Some gentle movement into the body if that's what the body needs right now. And then same on the other side. So you're taking that right foot with a slight angle, 30-degree angle. Look forward, engage your core, step that left foot forward. Adjust if you need to. Gauging once again in the lower abdomen, raise the arms up for warrior one. Gaze forward. Deepen the breath. Engage the legs. This time, take your hands to prayer and step that right foot forward. So step your right foot forward, coming to the front of your mat. So coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands down by your sides, palms facing forward. Draw the shoulders down and back, chest nice and open. Ground your feet into the earth beneath. Gazing softly forward. From here, coming into a chair pose. So, feet are hip distance apart. Engage through the core. Tailbone goes back. Bend into the knees as you raise the arms up. Deepen the breath. Two more nice deep breaths. And then hands to prayer, standing back up. Release the hands to Tadasana. Once again, plant the feet into the earth beneath. Draw the navel in. Bend the knees, tailbone goes back. Lengthening through the spine. Raise the arms up. Look up between the hands, deepen the breath. Two more breaths. Hands to prayer at the chest. Standing back up. Release the hands down to Tadasana. One more time. Plant the feet into the floor. Draw the navel in. Tailbone out. Bending at the knees. Raise the arms up. Look between the hands. Two more breaths. Hands to prayer. Standing up. Hands down by your sides, Tadasana. Okay, on your inhale now, you're going to open your arms out wide. Turn myself this way so you can see. Open your arms out wide. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, open the arms out wide, spread the fingers. Exhale, as you round, drawing everything in, chin to chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rounding, chin to chest. Once more, inhale, open up. Exhale, as you round, chin to chest. And then coming up, hands to prayer at the chest, relax the shoulders. Getting ready for eagle pose. So eagle pose is your balancing pose. You're going to bend your knees slightly, and you're going to bring your left foot over your right. So left foot goes over your right. So you might want to stay there and tiptoe the floor, or you can bring the leg all the way around. Okay. And you're going to bring your arms out. We're going to do the same eagle arms. We're going to go the opposite way. So we're going to bring the right over the left and right. So eagle arms. You can bend the knees as you tuck and then concentrate. Looking forward, deepening the breath. 2 more breaths. And release. Release the arms, release the legs. Legs a shake, arms a shake. Okay, we haven't done that one in a little while. So we'll go for the other side. So ground down the left, bend into that left knee. Bring the right leg over the left. So again, you can start off just by tiptoeing the floor. Arms out, left over the right. Wrap, eagle arms. Wrap the legs a little more. Deepen the breath. Release the legs, release the arms. Legs a shake. Okay, let's make our way back down onto the floor. Let's stretch the legs out. Flex the feet. And just find that nice position with the hips. So you can just, let me just rock from side to side. Settle the legs in. And then lengthen the spine. And just walk the hands gently forward. It's not going too far at the moment. Just wherever feels like a good stretch for you right now. Remembering to hinge from the hips, so you can use your hands here when you're halfway down, fingertips on the floor. Lengthen out, so send the chest through, and then release down a little more. And then walk your hands over to the right. So if you want to, you can put a block underneath your right arm. If it's not touching the floor, you can put a block underneath. If you can touch the floor, bring the right hand along the right leg. And bring the left arm up and over. So as you bring the left arm up and over, you're opening up the left side of the chest, looking up. Take the hand wherever is comfortable to go. Stretching out, so feeling that stretch into the left side of the body, left hip, left ribs, but not gazing down this way towards your right leg, but gazing up and opening up.
more nice deep breaths here. Fingertip them up. And once again, we'll come forward first. So lengthening up, hinging from the hips. So just making sure your knees stay facing up towards the ceiling, that you're not turning your legs in. That's really soft. So yeah, don't do that. Knees up towards the ceiling. Fingertips on the floor, lengthen up, and then walk your hands forward. Taking a few breaths there, make sure your feet are flexed, your legs are active. And then take that left hand to the outside of the inside of the left leg. Again, put your block there if you need to. And then open that right arm up, look up, chest open, bring it over wherever it feels like going. Stretching out, don't worry if you can't touch the left foot. Even reaching as if you're trying to reach past the foot is good. If you can touch, you can touch the foot. But at the same time, don't be turning again to face the floor. Look up, open the chest. 2 more breaths there. And then look down, fingertip the mat, and bring your hands back. So from here we're going to take a twist. We're going to take our twist with our legs nice and wide. So inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, we're twisting to the left. So you're going to bring your right hand to the outside of your left hip. And bring your left hand around behind you and look over the left shoulder. Lengthening up through the spine. Twisting from the waist. 2 more breaths there. And then come back to center. Inhale, raise your arms up, lengthen up. Exhale, twist, taking your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Right hand behind. Looking over the right shoulder. Make sure that you're not dumping into that lower back, so keep that length. Twist from the waist. 2 more breaths here. And then come back to center. Take your hands underneath your knees. Bend into your knees, so support your legs. Bring the soles of the feet together. And just a nice relaxed butterfly or cobbler pose. Relax your head down. And then slowly make your way back up. And make your way to lying on your back. In Shavasana. So legs are comfortable distance apart. Settle down the hips, the lower back. And then relax the arms down by your sides, palms facing up. And do your chin mudra if you want to. Thumb and forefinger joined. Or just relax the hands all together with the palms facing up. Chin lightly tucked into the chest. Eyes and mouth softly closed if that's comfortable for you. Allow the body to absorb all the work that you've done. And gazing between the eyebrows at your third eye, Anja Chakra. So when you're ready, open the eyes. Starting to bring the body back around, unless you want to do a longer shavasana here or meditation practice. You can stop me here and move on. Do yourself a nice long relaxation. And if you're ready to come up, bend the knees. Maybe just lift the pelvis up, lower it back down, and then bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock. And then when you're ready, roll onto one side. Make your way up. Comfortable seated position. Hands to prayer at the chest. Close the eyes and bow your head towards your heart. Thank yourself for giving yourself this time